Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Dr. Nasser here, and today we're looking at the process of endochondral ossification, which is the way most long bones form and develop during growth. In this process, bone forms from a cartilage template. This is different from intramembranous ossification, where bones develop directly from connective tissue without first forming cartilage. It's important to remember that endochondral ossification occurs at the epiphyseal growth plate, the region between the shaft of the long bone and its expanding end. On one side of the growth plate, you can see mature bone. This bone forms spicules, or small bony projections. These spicules are lined by osteoblasts, the cells responsible for producing new bone matrix. Once osteoblasts become trapped inside bone matrix they produce, they differentiate into osteocytes, which reside in small spaces called lacunae. Between the bone spicules are marrow spaces. Between the bone spicules are marrow spaces, which may contain bone marrow or fat. Between the epiphyses and the shaft of the bone lies the epiphyseal growth plate. This plate is made of cartilage and where bone growth occurs. The growth plate contains several distinct zones, each representing a stage in transition from cartilage to bone. The first region is a zone of reserved cartilage. Cells here appear similar to normal cartilage cells. They are relatively small and inactive, serving as a reserve population that will later enter the growth process. Next is a zone of proliferation. In this region, cartilage cells begin to divide and multiply. As they proliferate, the cells line in vertical columns, creating the characteristic stacked appearance seen in this layer. Moving further along the growth plate, the cartilage cells enlarge dramatically. This region is called the zone of hypertrophy. The chondrocytes here appear large with expanded lacunae. These cells prepare the cartilage matrix for the next stage of development. Next comes the zone of calcification. In this stage, the cartilage matrix becomes mineralized with calcium salts, giving it a darker and more rigid appearance. Once cartilage becomes calcified, it is no longer viable as cartilage tissue. This prepares the area for replacement by bone. And finally, the calcified cartilage is replaced with new bone tissue. Osteoblasts deposit osteoid, a protein-rich matrix that later becomes mineralized. Once this osteoid matrix is calcified, it becomes true bone. In simple terms, osteoid plus calcium equals bone. In summary, endochondral ossification progresses through several recognizable stages: reserved cartilage, proliferating cartilage, hypertrophic cartilage, calcifying cartilage, and bone formation. These zones together form the epiphyseal growth plate, which allows long bones to grow during development. And that's the basic histological process of endochondral ossification, the mechanism by which cartilage is gradually replaced by bone during skeletal growth. Any questions, please let me know, and let's move on to the next slide.